to be like that. It is. But what up, world? Kingpin, man. Um, getting shot in my face. Uh, I go by the name of Kingpin Villain. That's my artist name, my CEO name. You know, born and raised from the city of big shoulders, Dirac, Chicago, Windy City, aka the Clutch. You know what I'm saying? I think we always come through in clutch. You know. Um, but like I say, born and raised from the city. Um, man, I'm gonna just dive right in. You know, if a lot of people say, if you can make it in Chicago, you can make it anywhere. You know what I'm saying? And that's true. I believe it's true. Because if you ain't, if you ain't got tough skin and you don't know how to adjust, these sharks will get you. You know what I'm saying? These sharks would definitely get you. You'll get ate. It's like that man said, if you have to eat or get ate, kill or be killed. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of crazy to say it like that, but it's the truth. You know. But me, how I survive is you know first of all, I man my own business. you know, I mind my own business, stay out of people's business, and focus on me. Focus on mine. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's my loved ones or my friends, associates. You know, which as of lately I've been dolo, but and I should have said this in the beginning too. Um, happy holidays. If y'all celebrate the holidays, happy holidays to you. If you don't celebrate, what I'm saying, salute. You know what I'm saying? Thanksgiving was yesterday. You know, this is as they call it, the Black Friday. Well, a lot of things be on sale, but I don't know if people originally know what Black Friday means. You got to do some research behind it. But anyway, Kingpin, born and raised in the city, and surviving, getting shot in my face, and just a little brief the history about me. Um, I'm just going live. I didn't know I was going live. I thought I was recording with a baby out. It is what it is. But then I want to check it and make sure, the mic is working right. You know what I'm saying? The pitch right. You know what I'm saying? The background right. I just want to make sure everything copacetic and decent before, I start going live more often. So I just want to make sure everything's set the way it needs to be set, and then um, when I upload the videos or when I go live and everything turn out the way the expectations are. You know what I'm saying? Because last time I did a video, I think I did one and I don't know if it was muted, but I didn't hear it. I didn't hear anything. So I'm gonna be coming back. I just want to make sure it's working the correct way so I can dive in. Let y'all know about Kingpin. You know, we mainly know a little brief history about me, and mainly we're gonna talk about music. You know what I'm saying? Anyone trying to pursue their career in music, whether you're an artist, a songwriter, a producer, It doesn't matter what genre of music it is. Me, I'm a songwriter. I'm a CEO. I have my own label, my own entertainment company. You know what I'm saying? My own publishing company, masters, and so on and so forth. So, and I'm also looking for my tribe. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for my tribe. My soul family, those who, looking for mentorship. You know what I'm saying? Some guidance. Pursuing them, their music career, how to get their music synced. You know what I'm saying? How to get it in TV and film. How to put it in the libraries. You know what I'm saying? How you basically uniform everything together. You know, your portfolio, make sure everything looking professional. So when you do, reach out to these executives, you'll know how to present everything to them. And also, like I said, brief history about me. Where I come from, some of my experiences, some of my obstacles and hurdles, um, a lot of adversity I faced. Because I feel like losing two brothers, getting shot in the face, getting hit by two cars, um, been to the been to the penitentiary 4 times. Um, I've been cut though, backstabbed, set up. Um, man, I've been through some of the worst shit ever. You know what I'm saying? Some of the worst shit ever. And then in Chicago, you know what I'm saying? And salute to the city. You know what I'm saying? The west side, east side, north side, south side. I mean, like really with the shits. Like really in the, really a trench baby. You know what I'm saying? Really in it. I've been in all the projects. You know what I'm saying? From 39th to 43rd to 51st to 4950 to Rockwell to the Gons to the Village to the Tunnel to the Ogden Courts. You know what I'm saying? The Dearborns, the Ickies, Federal Persian. I mean, yeah, 39th Persian, all through the low end. You know what I'm saying? So for me to survive all this shit and still to be here to tell my story when no one else is narrating, I'm telling my own story and survived all that. I'm your motivation. You know what I'm saying? I'm your motivation. I'm your inspiration. I'm your, that guide and light. You know, when you giving up, when you feel like giving up, or when you going through something and it just feel like it's the end. You know, I'm that motivation because I went through it. I survived. Not only I went through it, but I went through all the steps. Like I said, being traumatized, uh, just being paranoid, having post traumatic stress. You know what I'm saying? Being through so much to where as we hear gunshots, you just, you know, or sometimes you hear a loud pop or anything or a sound or just flinching, just going through those, um, like some veterans, like those who served, the country and stuff like that. Somebody that's been to the Marines or the Army or the Navy, and some of them lose a couple limbs or step on landmines or something like that, and they have to come back home, and then for the rest of their life, they'll be getting like veterans benefits and like SSI and stuff like that for them, pretty much going crazy. I pretty much had, my situation is equivalent to that. It's just I was in the streets. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have that guidance. You know, my guidance was pragmatic experiences. You know what I'm saying? Going through the shits. And that's how I learned. I made it out. And it ain't guaranteed no one will make it out because a lot of my guys, you always hear that saying, or you always hear that, man, either real niggas dead or locked in jail. And I'm here to tell you that shit is for real. It's for real. That shit is for real. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys I came up with, and I could name I can go on all night on this motherfucker. And including losing two of my brothers. You know what I'm saying? Two of my brothers 7, 8 months apart. Um, losing my cousins, my grandmama, my father, two of my aunties, one of my uncles, um, and the list just goes on. But losing two brothers, 6 or 7 months back to back, that shit hit different. That shit hit different. And a lot of people say, with time, time healed things. I just think time just give you a way of, just give you a time a way of coping with things in the sense that you just come to realization and be like, man, in the physical world, I never see them again. The way how they left. You know what I'm saying? You know, um, that shit hit different. It hit real different. But yes, and also, like I said, it's about pursuing a music career, stuff like that, how to structure everything, uniform everything. So when you present it to these people, and because just downloading and putting on streaming platforms and stuff like that, you still have to do several things. You still have to have a team. Like I say, everything have to be set up, marketed the way so you can get residuals, so you can get paid for that. You know what I'm saying? And then plus, excuse me, I'm just getting over cold too. But also we don't speak about business. Because what's more important than talent? Actually like going in the booth and recording and writing and stuff like that is the paperwork. The business perspective is more important than your talent, and sometimes it's difficult to leverage it. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember when I first started, just being an artist. You know, um, that's why I was in my bag. The creativity, everything. I'm recording per song. Each song about an hour. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like going in the booth, laying the two verses with the chorus in between both of them, or the chorus going first, and then two verses. You know, getting mixed and mastered and all that. You know what I'm saying? Doing my ad libs. You know what I'm saying? Doing everything per song, each hour per song. So in 24 hours, I can do 24 songs. Basically. But when it was time for me to know about the business perspective, register with like the PROs and stuff like that, man, it's about a deer in the headlights. I said, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Man, not only that, but if you ain't, if your contract and your agreement ain't structured the right way, how it's supposed to be. And if you ain't got money, or if you don't know to reach out to a, entertainment attorney or something like that, then man, you might get screwed. You know what I'm saying? Not only you get screwed, motherfuckers screw you fuck over, but and then, in the same token, you know, um, that it tap into your creativity. It stunts it. Because you like, because all you think you're supposed to take care of this right here, but all of a sudden, you're not getting what you thought you was going to get. You hold on. Now you putting your creativity on hold. And, sometimes when you put your creativity on hold, if you don't use it, you lose it. You see what I'm saying? If you lose your fan base, you know what I'm saying? But anyhow, that's some of the things we're gonna learn. But like I say, it was about being shot in my face. You know what I'm saying? And being able to deal with that shit. And if I never mentioned the shit I got shot in my face, you probably would never know that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So I just want to um, I'm gonna elaborate more on that. You know what I'm saying? As far as how it happened, like I said, I got set up and all kind of shit. But yeah, I was gonna say not set up like that, but it was a setup. But it wasn't like it was by some strangers or something like that. You see what I'm saying? You know, I got more. street common sense, then the fuck with some people I don't know like that, and the motherfucker set me up. You know what I'm saying? Book smart, street smart. You know what I'm saying? Self taught. I self taught myself. And nobody teaching me. I mean, I'm always a student of the game, and I always can learn the food to teach you something. But when I'm speaking about these things, I'm speaking about self taught, self taught. But like I said, it's Kingpin, and I finna see is everything recorded right and stuff like that, and I'm gonna tune back in. I'm gonna be doing this more often, more frequently on a daily basis. Looking for my soul tribe, and like I say, I'm gonna be doing like consultations and stuff like that to expedite the process for you. I'm saying, show you how to get your EPKs, your press kits, you know what I'm saying, your sales funnels, your websites, whatever it takes for you to be successful. I want to see you win. I know how hard it is, how difficult it is. Like I say, well, which I haven't mentioned yet, but I was screwed under contract for 14 years. And prior to me getting screwed, getting fucked over a contract for 14 years, you see my little plaque in the back of me right now. That's one of my plaques right there. I did. You did. But executive producer, songwriter, I did all that, the arrangement, everything. But get screwed under that contract. You know what I'm saying? That shit. Prior to that's what I was gonna say. Prior to that, I had two multi-million-dollar deals on the table. You know what I'm saying? I was Man, I was fucking with over like 50 record labels that was all shopping my shit around. Epic Records, Arista, Universal, Warner Brothers, MCA, Sony, Jive, um, Def Jam South. Man, it was just like a whole bunch of labels downtown at the Navy Pier. Multiple labels. I performed in front of them and all that. I did several concerts with celebrities and shit like that. I salute everybody. You know what I'm saying? Free Smirk. You know what I'm saying? G Herbo shit off the man, Herbo showing his ass on this. Um, Salute to Sosa, King Louis, Louis. Um, Man, shout out to the radio station, to DJs, Ferris, man, everybody, man. I support the whole city. I support the whole city. You know, whether I fuck with the whole city and support the whole city. But I'm gonna tune back in. I just want to say, is everything all right? So I can go and get this shit going and find my soul tribe and let's rub two sticks of sparkle fight and make it happen. You did? Kingpin. Kingpin. Yeah.